Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches 14,000 projects across Uttar Pradesh worth over 10 lakh crore rupees. Says double-engine government is working day and night to make life easier for people of the state. Centre holds talks with Ladakh delegation on key demands. India and Japan discuss connectivity between northeastern region and Southeast Asia and related matters. Fourth edition of Khelo India University Games starts in Guwahati. And in men's FIH Hockey Pro League, match between India and Spain underway in Rourkela. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the fourth groundbreaking ceremony of Uttar Pradesh Global Investor Summit today in Lucknow. The program marked the launching of more than 14,000 projects in the state worth more than 10 lakh crore, which were recent during the UP Global Investors Summit 2023. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said the double-engine government is working day and night to make life easier for the people of the state.
बीते 7 वर्षों में प्रदेश में रेड टेप का जो कल्चर था, उस रेड टेप के कल्चर को खत्म करके रेड कारपेट कल्चर बन गया है। बीते 7 वर्षों में यूपी में क्राइम कम तो हुआ, बिजनेस कल्चर का विस्तार हुआ, व्यापार, विकास और विश्वास का माहौल बना है।
The Prime Minister emphasized that today's organization is a step towards the resolution of Viksit Bharat through the development of Viksit Uttar Pradesh. The Prime Minister underlined that today's development projects are not being assessed in terms of investment alone, but they present a holistic vision for a better future and a ray of hope for investors.
बीते 10 वर्षों के दौरान हमने देश भर में 10 करोड़ बहनों को सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप से जोड़ा है। इनमें से अभी तक 1 करोड़ बहनों को लखपति दीदी बनाया जा चुका है और अब सरकार ने तय किया है कि कुल 3 करोड़ बहनों को लखपति दीदी बना करके रहेंगे।
Earlier, the Prime Minister laid the foundation stone of Shesh Khali Dham temple at Atunda Kambo in Sambhal district and also unveiled the model of the temple. Addressing the gathering, the Prime Minister said the Shesh Khali Dham temple has emerged as another important centre of faith. He said by imbibing the mantra of development and heritage, the country is progressing rapidly in various spheres of life. The Union Home Ministry's high-powered committee on Ladakh held a meeting with the representatives of the region this afternoon in New Delhi. The committee is headed by Minister of State for Home, Nityanand Rai. A delegation from Ladakh attended the meeting. The meeting assumes significance in view of the demands by the locals, including the implementation of the 6th schedule of the Constitution to safeguard the land, employment and cultural identity of the local population of Ladakh. The high-powered committee has been formed to discuss measures to protect the Ladakh region's unique culture and language and to ensure protection of land and employment. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that in order to build a disaster-resilient India, the government has introduced a multi-dimensional disaster management plan. In a series of posts on disaster management on social media, Mr. Shah said the Modi government raised prompt response forces and developed vigilant early warning systems leading to saving millions of lives. He said to build disaster-resilient Bharat, the Prime Minister has adopted a zero-casualty approach in the response to calamities. The minister said today the country's disaster response teams operate as fully professional forces driven by the goal of securing every life. Union Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs Hardeep Singh Puri today said the construction industry in India is seen as a central pillar for the country's economic growth by the government. Addressing a workshop on recent developments with recycling and use of construction and demolition waste in New Delhi, Mr. Puri said the construction industry is amongst the fastest growing industries in India. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today said present government's ambition is to make India a fully developed nation by 2047 and all efforts are being made in this direction. Addressing a media delegation of 35 journalists from 19 countries of Latin America and the Caribbean in New Delhi, Mr. Goyal said the government's ambition is to increase the current $3.7 trillion economy to be a $30 to $35 trillion economy by 2047 and to ensure food and energy security of the nation. Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi today assumed charge as the Vice Chief of the Indian Army. He took charge from Lieutenant General M.V. Suchindra Kumar, who has been appointed as General Officer Commanding of the Northern Command. The Ministry of Coal has received an overwhelming response for the coal mines offered under the 9th round of commercial coal mine auctions. The Coal Ministry said in a release that a total of 40 bids have been received in offline form. The 9th round of commercial coal mine auctions was launched by the nominated authority, Ministry of Coal, on the 20th of December last year for 32 coal mines. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Khelo India University Games Ashtalakshmi began formally in Guwahati, Assam this evening. In a special video message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged all players to play with full spirit. He said youth are getting more and more opportunities through the Khelo India Games being held at various parts of the country.
आज हमारी युवा पीढ़ी के लिए नई संभावनाओं का एक पूरा इकोसिस्टम तैयार हो रहा है। ट्रेनिंग से लेकर स्कॉलरशिप देने तक हमारे देश में खिलाड़ियों के लिए एक अनुकूल माहौल बन रहा है। इस वर्ष खेलों के लिए रिकॉर्ड 3,500 करोड़ रुपए का बजट दिया गया है।
The Prime Minister said that the time has come for society to develop the spirit of encouraging players who excel in the field of sports. He said that the Northeast has produced some excellent players. Speaking on the occasion, Union Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said the Khelo India Games are being held successfully and have become a platform for young sportspersons to display their talents. A total of 213 universities from across the country have participated in the event. Over 4,500 youth have taken part in the event, which will be continued till the 29th of this month. The outreach program of the central government, better known as Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, is making strides in Delhi. The yatra reached various locations in the national capital today. The focus of the yatra is reaching out to the people, creating awareness and providing benefits of welfare schemes like PM Ujjwala Yojana, PM Ayushman Bharat and the Aadhaar Service Centre. In Odisha, the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is reaching every part of the state. To disseminate information about the central government's flagship schemes, various Jan Bhagidari events are being conducted as part of the program. We have more from our correspondent.
The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is being organized in almost all Grama Panchayat and urban area of 30 districts in Odisha. Now this Sankalp Yatra has successfully running in urban area of Sambalpur district. The Information, Education and Communication IEC vans are creating awareness on the central government flagship scheme and enrolling the beneficiary on spot. Manorama Dehi from Sambalpur district expressed his gratitude to Prime Minister Narendra Modi for getting under various central government schemes, and she says,
प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना के तहत हम लोग को आजकल गैस मिलता है। पहले हम लोग काठ या कोयला से खाना पकाते थे, जबकि धुएं के कारण हम लोग को बहुत मुसीबत होती थी। आजकल हम लोग बहुत सुविधा हो रही है, इसीलिए हम लोग प्रधानमंत्री जी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देते हैं।
आलोक चंद्र बारिक फॉर आकाशवाणी न्यूज संबलपुर।
A four-member NCW team, including Chairperson Rekha Sharma, has arrived in Kolkata this morning and visited Shesh Khali. The team has come on a two-day visit. They talked to the local women, including the woman who complained against Shivu Prasad Hazra and his team about gang-raping her. Ms. Sharma has told media that there are many complaints of molestation against local Trinamool Congress leaders and their associates. She informed the media that today the NCW has registered 2 rape cases at Shesh Khali. In Kashmir, rain and snowfall intensified today, leading to the closure of major road links that connect the valley with other parts of the country. The upper reaches of the valley received moderate to heavy snowfall, while rains continued to lash the plains for the second consecutive day. More from our correspondent.
Kashmir Valley is witnessing another spell of rain and snowfall, much to the delight of locals as well as the tourists. Reportedly, about 3 feet of snow has accumulated at higher reaches of North Kashmir. The famous tourist destination Sonmarg has also received about 3 feet of fresh snowfall. The world-renowned ski resort Gulmarg, which is scheduled to host Khelo India Winter Games from February 21, also received 1.5 feet snowfall during the fresh spell. As per the local unit of Met Department, the weather is expected to improve from evening of February 21. Meanwhile, landslides triggered by incessant rainfall has led to the closure of Srinagar-Jammu National Highway. Srinagar-Leh Highway is also closed due to heavy snowfall at many places along the route. Ishfaq Shah, Akashvani News, Srinagar.
India and Japan held the 7th meeting of the India-Japan Act East Forum today in New Delhi. The meeting was co-chaired by Foreign Secretary Vinay Mohan Kwatra and Ambassador of Japan Hiroshi Suzuki. It was attended by representatives of relevant central government ministries, implementing organizations and state governments of the northeastern region of India. As part of the Act East Forum, both sides reviewed the progress of the cross-border survey for improving trade and logistics between India and Bangladesh through the northeast and ongoing projects in various areas. They also exchanged views on possible new areas of cooperation. The second Foreign Office consultations between India and Eswatini were held in Mbabane today. During the Foreign Office consultations, both delegations reviewed the entire gamut of bilateral relationship between India and Eswatini, covering political exchanges, development partnership projects, defense cooperation, trade and economic matters, and consular issues. Both sides expressed satisfaction over the existing bilateral ties and noted the need to strengthen them further. External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar hosted European Union ambassadors in New Delhi this afternoon. In a social media post, Dr. Jaishankar said he shared impressions from the just concluded Munich Security Conference in Germany. In the men's FIH Hockey Pro League, India were 2-2 against Spain in the first half a short while ago at the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium, Rourkela. When both teams came head-to-head last time on the 10th of this month, India had registered a victory by 4-1. The Harmanpreet Singh-led team is currently at the 4th position in the points table with 2 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. On the other hand, in yesterday's match, the Indian women's team defeated the United States in the shootout. India won 2 points in the shootout bonus after a match draw of 1-1. Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan will represent India at the G20 Foreign Ministers meeting in Brazil's Rio de Janeiro on the 21st and 22nd of February. The G20 Foreign Ministers have been meeting as a group since 2012, and the meeting in Rio would be its 10th meeting. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches 14,000 projects across Uttar Pradesh worth over 10 lakh crore rupees. Says double-engine government is working day and night to make life easier for people of the state. Centre holds talks with Ladakh delegation on key demands. India and Japan discuss connectivity between northeastern region and Southeast Asia and related matters. 4th edition of Khelo India University Games starts in Guwahati, and in the men's FIH Hockey Pro League, match between India and Spain underway in Rourkela. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.
पापा, आपका स्कूटर 2 पहियों पे चलता है, फिर पीछे एक्स्ट्रा पहिया क्यों?
क्योंकि अगर कोई पहिया पंचर हो जाए तो एक्स्ट्रा पहिया तुरंत काम आए।
आप, मैं और मम्मी तो एक ही कमरे में सोते हैं, फिर दूसरा कमरा क्यों?
कोई मेहमान आए तो उसको कहाँ सुलाइएगा? कल के लिए तैयार रहना पड़ता है बेटा।
फिर शौचालय में एक ही गड्ढा क्यों?
बिटिया ने सवाल तो कायदे का पूछा है।
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का देशवासियों से आग्रह है कि स्वच्छ भारत मिशन ग्रामीण कार्यक्रम में साथ निभाएं और 2 गड्ढे वाला शौचालय बनवाकर अपने गांव को संपूर्ण स्वच्छ बनाएं।
जागा रे जागा रे जागा, गाँव जागा रे जागा रे जागा रे जागा।
पेयजल और स्वच्छता विभाग, जल शक्ति मंत्रालय की पेशकश।